And this was my first game that I bought. I actually got it for my birthday. This was 1989 when I got it, so it was a year old already. And so I've been playing this for a long time. So here you go. Ken Williams and Roberta Williams created Sierra Online. I don't know when, a long time ago. Let's skip to this cutscene. With the return of his long-lost son Alexander and the rescue of his daughter Rosella from the terrible dragon, old King Graham decides it's time to pass on his adventurer's hat to younger blood. He flings the battered hat towards his children, while his wife, Queen Valenice, proudly looks on. The hat arches through the air. Suddenly, King Graham experiences a terrible squeezing pain in his chest. "Help me," he rasps. The adventurer's hat lies unclaimed upon the floor, forgotten. King Graham lies weakly in bed, Father Death hovering near. "Don't die, Papa." Grief suddenly overwhelming her, Rosella goes too quick. "Oh, Father," she sobs, "you're still young. You should have had many years ahead of you. Oh, I wish I could help." "Do you really mean that?" a soft voice asks. "Do you really mean that?" Rosella looks up and sees no one. "Who's speaking to me?" "I am," the voice says. "Look in the magic mirror." Rosella sees an image in the mirror. Who are you?" she queries. "You're scaring me." "I am the fairy Genesta. In the land of Timir, there is a remarkable tree. This tiny tree needs 100 years to bear a single fruit. But this is no ordinary fruit, for if a person were to eat it, they would find that good health and well-being would be theirs for many years." Rosella is much heartened by the news. "Where is the land of Timir?" Genesta smiles. "Timir is very far away, but with my magic, I can bring you here." Rosella senses that there's more to the story, but I suppose there are some problems. Again, Genesta smiles. "Yes, you are correct, Rosella. If you are willing to come to Timir, I will explain the situation. However, once I bring you here, I can't send you back. You will have to help me first." Confused, Rosella says, "I don't know. What if I can't help you or find the tree?" Genesta pleads, "You must decide now, Rosella. My powers are growing weaker by the minute." Now the fairy is but a faint glimmer, and her voice barely audible. "If you care for your father, say yes, now." And suddenly she's gone. Yes. Ooh, whisked away. Some awesome graphics, ahead of their time. And they paved the way for greatness. The lovely fairy speaks. "I am the fairy Genesta. Welcome to Timir." Rosella looks awestruck at the fairy. She is stunningly beautiful, but there is a certain sadness to her. Sad. Finally, Rosella speaks. I know you would like me to help you in some way, but I don't know how I could help a fairy. Janessa looks sadder than ever. You're wrong, Rosella. You see, I'm losing my magical powers. Yesterday, as I was strolling through the woods, Lalot, the evil fairy, caught me unawares and stole my talisman. She yanked it from my neck, raised and screeching with laughter. Immediately, I felt my powers diminishing and my body weakening. I will die in 24 hours if my talisman is not returned. A single pixelated tear. Intently, Janessa looks at Rosella. Lalot is very evil and will use the talisman to bring more evil to Tamir. Now I fear it will contaminate my whole country. Further, I cannot send you home without my talisman. Rosella is unaware as to what to do. Meekly she asks, I want to help you, but how? You can do more than you think, Rosella, Janessa assures her. I believe you will be able to penetrate Lalot's domain. Suddenly, Rosella remembers the tiny tree. Can you tell me where to find the magic fruit? Remorsefully, Janessa looks at Rosella. It will not be easy to reach the tree. It grows on a tiny island within a vast swamp on the other side of the great mountains. Bravely fighting back tears, Rosella says, I will help you in any way I can. Janessa, how can I find Lalot? The beautiful fairy points eastward. Lalot's castle overlooks Tamir from the great mountains. Janessa looks weaker as she says, there is not much more I can do, Rosella. As it is, it will be difficult for me to fly home again. One thing I must do for you, though, I shall disguise you as a peasant girl so as to not to attract attention. Thank you, Janessa, I think, Rosella stammers. It will be better for you, the fairy says. Well, I must be off while I can still fly. I know you can do it. Goodbye, and good luck. Sounds like a newscaster. So I'm going to click enter to get to the scene. So in this game, there's different controls. You could go up here to the top and click speed, faster, slower, but you could also hit, once you're in, you can hit the plus symbol or the minus symbol will slow it down. You can see where the waves are at. That's how slow it was when I was a kid. We had a green monochrome monitor, so it's just different shades of green. No sound card, it was just different beats. So let's speed it up. During the game, I'll speed it up and slow it down as I need to. You can use the arrows or mouse. So what I do is I cross the water. There's a unicorn. It's always scared of me. I don't know why. Well, I know why, but do you know why? So there's a ball under the bridge, but you can't just go get ball. That's all. You have to take a different approach. Sometimes you have to coax the game into letting you figure it out. So look under bridge. I'm not the best typer. You kneel down up here under the bridge. Aha, you have found a small golden ball. You pick it up and carry it with you. So what I want to do is I want to go over here. Go up here. Now there's a little pond and you can see a little frog right there. Let's go up here and I'm going to drop the ball. Drop the ball. You accidentally drop the golden ball into the pond. From the top of the lily pad, a large green frog leaps into the water and disappears from view. A moment later, the frog emerges with, yes, your lost ball is in its mouth. It seems as if the frog is kindly returning your gold ball to you. Look at that awesome graphics. It's EGA graphics. So you want to pick up the frog. Squinching up your nose in disgust, you catch the large frog and hold it in your hand. It stares at you with its big bulgy eyes and wobbles its throat. And then you want to kiss the frog.
Nasty.
Nasty. You look at the frog's green lips. Good. You feel silly doing this. As you slowly put your mouth against the frog's. Suddenly, the little green frog changes into a handsome prince. Oh, you're so handsome. Who are you? The prince demands. I thought you were supposed to be a princess. Why, you're nothing more than a peasant girl. You blanch a bit at that remark, but say nothing. Well, ta-ta, he says. I'm off. Here, you may keep this. To your surprise, he tosses the little golden crown to you as he takes his leave. Good riddance, you think. So you don't need it anymore, but I still like to get ball. Okay, now we're going to go over here. Ooh, graveyard. We shall meet again. Let's go. Let's open door. Now we're going to clean their house. She's so fast. She must have done this her whole life as a princess. Oh, don't forget the sock. So when I was a kid, we didn't have enough memory. So this fire, it wasn't moving, it was just stationary. You hear the doors approaching. So this part, you can't speed it up. You can't click on it. You just gotta wait for all the doors to come in. So what are the 7 doors, Ethan? You got Happy, Doc, Dopey, Gimli, Bombor, Owenser, and Clowenser, Bombiffa, Bimboffa,
Thorn.
Oh yeah, Thorn, and is it Erkenbrand? No, that's somebody else. Dane, Durin's Bane. The dwarf must really be hungry. He's getting 2 bowls of soup. The 7 dwarves seem very pleased that you tidied their messy home. One politely asks your name. You tell him, and he cordially invites you to sit down with him and eat the bowl of soup he got for you. You seat yourself at the table and begin to eat the surprisingly delicious soup. So now you watch them eat the entire bowls of soup. You can't speed this up. But you can admire the awesome graphics and the different colors. The browns, the reds. Yeah. So this game actually taught me how to get better at typing and doing different things. And so it took me forever to beat this game for the first time. It's time for the little men to leave and they say goodbye. I'm re-recording. I know, I'm listening. You finish your soup. It also was the best soup you've ever tasted. Maybe, though, you were really just hungry. It's true. Just like when you're camping. Food tastes better. Clean house. So now you do more dishes and put another thing of soup on the hearth. Oh, that's the last of it. So let's go over here. Get, if I could spell, pouch. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's go return the pouch. I was trying to look for a worm. There's the worm. You scare this bird away. Get worm. Let's go over here. I guess I could go that way. And here's the mine.
The mines of Moria.
The mines of Moria. Let's fall. See, until you clean their house and give them soup, they won't let you in the mine. So you can see a lantern right there. So you give pouch. Being an honest person, you offer the forgotten pouch of diamonds to the dwarf. His gruff exterior softens a bit. Nah, you keep it. We got plenty here. We also got an extra lantern we ain't using. Here, go ahead and take it. The dwarf's gruffness returns as he says, now skedaddle out of here. So now you have a lantern. So before I forget, light lantern. Using a flint attached to the oil lantern, you light it. The lantern burns with a bright glow. Let's get out of here. Okay. So let's go fly a kite. There's Cupid. Oh, you startled Cupid. You get his bow. And as you look, inventory, you can actually look at the different things. It's pretty cool. Lantern is lit. But it's Cupid's bow. You have 2 arrows, so you better be careful. Okay, so I'm gonna save it. Jimmy Does Gaming. Okay, let's go over here to the left. Okay, there's a fisherman's cabin. Let's go over here. You have to distract the fisherman, so let's walk to like right here. Look, her eyes are the same blue as the ocean. That's just amazing. Oh, barrels on the way.
Barrels of fun.
Barrels of monkeys. Okay. Open door. So what you want to do is give pouch. You offer the pouch of diamonds to the fisherman, who takes it gladly. Wife, give the girl my fishing pole in trade. He tells his tired wife. Obediently, she retrieves the pole and hands it to you. Thank you very much, she says, smiling. You have certainly helped us. So let's put worm on hook. Scrunching up your delicate nose, you gingerly bait the hook. Fishing pole with a larger worm. So let's. Oh, I just scared the fish. So now let's get back over here. I'm such a loser. Okay.
You're supposed to be good at this game.
Hey, we all make mistakes. So let's get over here. Let's get at the end right here and fish. Eagerly, from the end of the pier, you fling the baited line of the fishing pole into the ocean. Almost immediately, you feel a sharp tug on the line. Something pulls and fights your line as you slowly reel it in. There it is. You have caught yourself a fine, fat fish. It's pretty awesome. So now, let's get over here. Oh, there's Pan, but we can't talk to him yet. So we don't have any eggs or bacon.
Nice crispy bacon.
Yes, crispy bacon. go that way. Ooh, there's a house up here. In a house, there in a home, there's a...
Dad.
I know. There we go. Ooh. See, it's difficult. Open door. So let's go in this house. We'll have to come back later at night time. No. Get the book. You examine a few remaining books on the bookshelves. Only one catches your attention. It is entitled The Complete Works of William Shakespeare. You remove it from the shelf and carry it with you. So now, look at picture. You can see her eyes are looking to the left, far left. An interesting portrait of a young girl hangs above the fireplace. You gaze at it intently and notice that her eyes seem to stare at the left wall of the parlor. Ooh, there's a little line. There's not one on this side. Boom, boom, boom. Look, wall. You examine the left wall very closely and notice a little latch. Lift latch. It's a latch. You flip the latch in the wall and behold, you have discovered a secret door. So we'll go up the staircase later. Get a shovel. So now we have a shovel, the crown, light, and we have a book. So we got to get a flute.
Trying to do the grave part and get this stuff before.
No. You could only do the grave stuff when it's there. So we got to find the minstrel. There we go, minstrel. So if you read, give book, because he's not very good of a player. You hand this Shakespeare book to the minstrel. Curiously, he opens it and begins to read aloud. First hesitantly, then with increased forcefulness as he begins to get into it. Suddenly, he stops and looks at I can't even talk. Looks at you. This is wonderful, he exclaims. This gives me a new lease on life. No longer am I a mere minstrel. Now I will become a famous actor. To be or not to be. How's that? He then gives you his lute, bids you farewell, and wanders off to stardom. So now we gotta find Pan. Pan's the man. So there's Pan. Let's play lute. Kind of wish they recorded sound for this, but they didn't. Pan has ceased his dancing and now looks at you and the lute curiously. So give lute. Okay, Pan gracefully accepts your lute, and in return gives you his flute. Happy now, he dances away with it. He's just jamming. So now we can go get the fruit. Oh, let's get out of there. That guy will kill you. Okay, so let's go to the waterfall, which is up here. Okay, you can't just go into the water. It'll push you away. So what you do is you wear the crown and it turns you into a frog. So you're able to swim in there. There's a board. So this is where it gets tricky. There's an ogre living in this cave that will kill you, and he randomly comes, so I will save it many times.
There's also a button somewhere.
Let's see he's coming. Get bone. There's a skeleton right here. So let's hit F5. So go down. There's like rocks in the way. You go that way. Let's hit F5. Okay. So now there's a chasm in the ground, kind of like right here. So you can kind of tell where the light hits it on the ground. So you have to be really careful. You can see that? There's a chasm. Put board. Put the board filling in the dark. You managed to place the board across the crevice. Now you can cross it safely. Enter. Let's cross. Filling in the dark again. You managed to pick up the board without dropping into the crevice. So now we gotta go up here. There's another screen. And you crawl through. So let's hit F5. Save it. Go right here and you gotta jump. And every time you hit F3, it'll bring up what you last typed. So you have to jump a lot instead of typing every single time. Just go through the motions. Ooh, new screen. So there's a big snake. So you put board, because you can't jump that far. Let's hit F5, just in case. Let's get about right here. Play flute. So now you put the snake to sleep.
Save after you get the fruit this time.
I will. Nervously, you raise the flute to your mouth and begin to play a melodic tune to the big cobra, who begins to sway with the music. Soon, the snake is mesmerized by it and falls into an hypnotic trance. So let's get fruit. The fruit's that's going to save your dad, and all it says is okay. But everything else gives big things. Let's save. One time I played it and I forgot to save it, and I totally forgot the fruit. Get the board, and now we gotta jump. Jumpo? No. Jump. Yep. So now let's get in here. Let's go down. So let's save it because I gotta look for that crevice. See, I just fell. A chasm. Hit F7 and it restores automatically. Oh, you're not close enough. Filling in the dark, you managed to place the board. Oh, it's not letting me cross it. It's not letting me cross it. Means it was at the wrong spot. Okay, filling in the dark. Now I'm able to cross. Before I go on these screens, because there's that ogre, I'll save it. So it's just kind of random. Oh, F7. Oh no. Oh no. Last time I played, I got out really quick. So now you can just swim, you don't have to turn it to a frog again. So now I have the fruit. What else do I need to do? We do so the flute, lantern, gold ball, crown, cupid's bow, shovel, fishing pole, board, bone, dead fish, magic fruit. So now we need to do some quests. Hence King's Quest. So we're gonna get captured by Lalotte's goons because she has us do certain things to unlock other things to do. Well, my pets, Lalotte hisses, what have you drug home today? Lalotte gives you the once over, and as she does, her red eyes begin to narrow. Are you a foolish girl who wandered here by mistake, or are you a spy sent here by my enemy, Janesta? You swear to Lalotte that you are nothing but a poor peasant girl who has lost her way, but she doesn't seem to believe you as her mouth begins to snarl and her eyes narrow to mere slits. For the first time, you experience real fear and begin to tremble. Oh no, they're gonna eat me. Lalotte snarls, you don't look stupid enough to have wandered here. I believe you are a spy. Take her to the cell. Take her to the cell. So now you walk around, you know. Nobody knows the trouble I fear. Nobody knows my sorrow. My musical chops are showing forth. You hear the henchmen returning. Perhaps they're setting you free. Enter. Oh, the henchman. Lalotte gives you a sickly sweet look. You're lucky, my dear, she coos. My precious son Edgar has taken a liking to you, and he believes you. He's convinced me to give you a chance to prove your innocence. You glance at the homely young man standing next to Lalotte. He blushes. Lalotte continues, I wish to own the unicorn that inhabits the Meadowland. Bring me the unicorn, and I shall not only set you free, but reward you as well. To her henchmen, Lalotte orders, go, take her back to the forest. So let's save, because that was a long cutscene that I couldn't speed through. So now, oh yeah, those trees will kill you. So now I need the bridle. So let's go over here. Go down one screen. Now we gotta swim across the ocean. And there are sharks. So you have to watch out for sharks. See, the shark just got me. That was that quick. But it's random. Oh, that well? I will go in the well later, but I need something to get out of the well. So this is Janesta's island. And that peacock has left a feather for me, so I just gotta walk around until I find this feather. There's the feather. It's in random places every time you play. Get Gert feathered. This must be French. So now I have a feather. Let's hit F5 because of sharks. Now I want to get caught by that whale. That well doesn't appear until you have a quest to get the unicorn. Oh. And she gets tired after a while. And then eventually she will drown. Unless the shark gets you, then you just die. So you just wait right there, and then the whale will get you. Ooh, now you're in the well. Phew, this place stinks. You stink of horse. Get bottle. This is all, you don't need it. Open bottle. You open the glass bottle and retrieve an imprisoned note. Read note. Anybody out there? I had a condor drop this bottle in the nearest ocean to beg for help with King's Quest 1. Help me fight fire-breathing dragon. Sometimes it'll say Space Quest 2, so it's random. So what you want to do is get over here. I'll just hit F5. And you want to get to a certain spot and then walk up here and then tickle a whale with the feather. Not here. I have the feather, right? Hold on. Peacock feather. I don't know. Oh. Come on. So now you tickle it with the feather and it'll spit you out. You frantically tickle the throat of the whale with the big peacock feather. You begin to feel a quiver under your feet, which quickly turns into a mighty tremble. Suddenly, you hear a thunderous achoo, and you are swept out of the whale's mouth in a tremendous wave of ocean water. Again, you find yourself swimming in the ocean. Now you're on an island. So there's a pelican. You throw fish. You throw the stinky dead fish to the pelican. Greedily, he catches it in his large bill. And as he does so, you notice something shiny fall from his bill onto the ground. So you can see right there. Get. It's a whistle. But it was hard to see with our green monochrome monitor drawing up the different contrast. So look, ground. You look at the ground inside the wrecked boat. What is this? Why? It's a golden bridle. You pick it up and carry it with you. Even though I knew the bridle was there, you couldn't just go get bridle. You had to look at the ground. You have to discover. So let's blow this whistle. You put the shiny silver whistle to your lips and forcefully blow into it, producing a loud tweet. To your astonishment, a friendly dolphin appears just offshore and jabbers excitedly at you. So now, let's go ride dolphin. It's a happy little dolphin. There's a flipper. King of the sea. So now, let's hit F5. Let's go find that unicorn, which is in random places. Sometimes it's in here. Let's go right here. There we go. Oh, got it way too quick. I should have just typed automatically. Sometimes if you go up and down, it'll win. It's in different places. You just gotta explore. That's what's good about this game. Many explorations. Shoot unicorn. Shoot the unicorn. Aim Cupid's golden arrows towards the beautiful unicorn. You let go of the bow. String zing. Bullseye. The magnificent unicorn is no longer afraid of you. It is now your friend. So now let's put the bridle on there. Put bridle on unicorn. Put no, it'll stay in that place. F3, but not close enough. F3. Okay. As the beautiful unicorn offers no resistance, you gently place the golden bit into its mouth and fit the bridle and reins over its majestic head. The unicorn looks at you with curiosity. So now we need to ride it. Ride unicorn. So now you ride it. You're going to bring it. You nimbly mount the magnificent unicorn, grab the golden reins, and set off toward Lolot's castle. Okay, the goons will pick you up, take the unicorn. So Lolot says, I hear you were a good girl and brought me the unicorn. I'm almost convinced she might be innocent after all, but she clears her throat. Not quite. Oh, this doesn't sound good, you think? Lolot, this goes too quick. Bring me the hen, and you shall have your reward. Take her away, Lolot orders her goons. So now, let's go over here. So normally when you go down, the ogre let's hit F5. And now there's a little cutscene. You see her bringing a deer inside. And the ogre's nowhere to be seen. So let's go inside of her house. But instantly, you have to take care of the dog. Open door. See, that dog is ready to pounce. Watch out, a very unfriendly bulldog rushes towards you. So instantly you throw bone. Throw the bone. Quickly, as you toss the bone to the big dog who catches it midair, happy with his surprise gift, he takes it to them. Goes too quick. Let's go upstairs. He needed to get his axe. If I could spell, he get his axe. F5. So let's go downstairs. And you hide in their closet until the ogre comes. So go look in keyhole. Since the ogre's not there, it quickly kind of gives you a sad music. But once you hear the ogre come in, you could actually look through it and wait for him to eat his food. This takes a while. It takes a bit sometimes. I already have 111 points out of 230. Almost half. Thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Make sure. Go look at my inventory. Shovel. They made some awesome little close-ups. Board. That's a nice board. Magic fruit. Silver whistle. Glass bottle. I wonder if we could put a fairy in it for later. Come on, ogre. Nothing. Hopefully this speeds it up. Oh, you hear the ogre in the house, so now you can look inside. The ogre roars, fee fi fo fum. I smell the blood of a quiet, you old goat, interrupts the ogress. That's just a deer you smell. You know how you get when you're hungry. Here, eat. You're just chowing down on them victuals. Wife, shouts the ogre, bring me my hen. That's the hen that lays golden eggs. Lay, orders the ogre. With excitement, you watch the hen lay a golden egg, which the ogre takes. He yawns, then falls asleep on the table as soon as snoring rattles the walls. So now it'll get out of this. Open door. Let's hit F. Oh, then you see the ogre sleeping at the table. So let's hit F5. So what I do is I time it until the chicken's right there. You're not close enough. Oh. So I get the chicken. F5 again. I will save it many times. So once you open the door, the chicken will squeak and wake the ogre, so you gotta get out really quick. That's why I save it. No, he can't get you. Let's go take this to the lot because she needs gold. I don't know why. If you have so much gold, what's the point of, you know? So they're gonna take you. Bum, bum, dun, 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 dun. What a good girl you are, a lot, Gushes. I really ought to give you your reward right now. She pauses, and you wonder what she's up to. A lot goes on to say, but I have just the tiniest bit of doubt left. If you do just one more thing for me, I'll be completely convinced of your innocence, and you'll receive a wonderful reward. Somehow you don't quite believe her. I want to have Pandora's box. It is said that whoever owns it would be in possession of the purest evil. Dr. Evil. The Lot's red eyes glow as she exclaims, with the power and evil of Pandora's box, I would be unstoppable. Your terror returns as you realize what an evil being Lot really is. You wonder if you should be helping her in this way, but you can do it. You can do nothing about it right now. I don't know the whereabouts of Pandora's box. The Lot tells you. You must search for it yourself. Again, she orders her henchman to take you away. Okay, so let's hit F5. Do I have everything during the day? Let's think. Maybe I don't have everything. It should be nighttime. Oh yeah, no. I gotta get the eye. So you swing axe to scare the trees. They're evil trees that will kill you, like on the Wizard of Oz. The trees tremble at your might and are frightened by your axe. They will not bother you any further. So you go over here, and there's an evil little cave. Kind of looks like on Breath of the Wild. Hit F5, so to Breath of the Wild, still it from. Ooh. I'm gonna slow this down a lot. So you gotta steal a glass eye. You managed to snatch the glass eye from the grasp of the old witches. Now they are totally blind. So now they can't attack you. They want their eye back. So you leave the screen. I'm going to speed it up a little bit because it's slow. And they throw a scarab at you. Last time I played, I forgot to give them back their eyes, so I didn't get all my points I needed. As you re-enter the dismal cave, the three one-eyed witches throw something towards you, which lands on the ground. Here, take it, they cry. It'll ward off the undead. You'll need it now. Please give us back our eye. You think about it. So let's go over here. Get scarab. This will protect you from the undead. Give eye. You throw the glass eye to the tree. Three old hags, who once again take turns peering at you. Come closer, dear. One says, we'd like to give you a little gift. No, thank you. So now I have 134 points. Ooh, now it's dark. So I completed all the daytime quest stuff. If you don't do all that, it won't go to nighttime unless you wait. So now the moon's coming up. Moon's over Miami. So now you're through these trees. You're glaring at you, but I have a big axe. So let's go inside of here. So there's some ghosts. What you hear? Why is the sound of a crying baby, and it's coming from upstairs. So you have to help these ghosts. So you go through here. Sometimes mouses are easier. So you go through here. Look. And go. With trepidation, you peek into the rocking cradle and see nothing tentatively. You reach your hand into it, there's nothing there. Pretty scary, right? Let's get out of here. So now we have to dig in the graves. I believe it's over here. So let's... And now that you have the scarab, they can't kill you, but it gets very old because they keep coming after you. Ever-living memory of Hiram Bennett, a baby son of Edward's son and Sarah Bennett, who by a sudden surprise fell asleep the 11th day of November, 1553, age 6 months. So you dig. You carefully dig a small hole at the poor baby's grave. What is this? You have uncovered a silver baby rattle. So you bow down, pick it up, and these zombies keep attacking you. And let's go back into the house. Open door. So it's like you're on the Sixth Sense, where you have to help the ghosts. Want to pass on. So go over here. Give rattle. You drop the silver rattle into the baby cradle. As you do so, the crying of the baby ghost, crying of the baby ghost, and the rocking of the cradle cease. You breathe a big sigh of relief. Baby, the crying baby seems to be in here. Okay. Suddenly, you hear a terrible rattling of chains downstairs. So now, let me get out of here. Ooh, old miser. Looks like Jacob Marley. So now, you have to... There's like an old miser. Read. Read gravestone. That's not her. F3. I need one that says miser. Oh, I'll have to go there later. There's another set of graves on this side, and there's one that says miser. Jovial day, that's not it. I always forget which ones. Stranger, John Brown. He'll eat you. Nope, that's not it. Maybe it is over here. Okay. Here lies Newberry Will, 1643. His life was finished because he took ill. But none will miss him. He should have been a wiser. 'Tis his own fault for being such a miser.
Maybe some Vitamix.
What's that?
Vitamix.
Vitamix. I can't pause it, so. You dig a small hole at the grave of the old miser. Haha, you have found a bag of gold coins. You bend down, pick it up, and carry it with you. Let's get out of here before those ghosts come and get you. Open door. So now I gotta give this guy the coins. You offer the bag of gold coins to the old miser ghost. He greedily snatches it from your hands and promptly disappears. So now there's sorrowful weeping upstairs. Okay, so now that's where I gotta go. There's another baby. Actually, no. Her lover was lost at sea. And I think it's... Okay, Perils lieth the body of Betty Cowden. He would have lived longer, but she couldn't. Sorrow and grief made her decay when she lost her lover at sea one day. Dig. You carefully dig a small hole at the sad lady's ghost grave. You have found a lovely locket. So you pick it up. And you go over here. Boom. Open. Open door. Love is an open door. Go in here. And you walk through here, so give. Lock it. Not close enough. 3. Oh, you hand the lovely locket to the distraught ghost. The locket seems to make her very happy as she vanishes into thin air. Okay, what was that? A loud wailing comes from downstairs. Yeah, there's another ghost with the most. Let's go right here, and I believe read gravestone. That's Lord Collingsby. Sleepeth here in peace, an honorable man, a valiant soldier, he served his country well. Dig. You dig a small hole at the grave of the Lord of the Manor. Gotcha. You have found an impressive medal of honor. Open door. Okay. So let's go find that Lord Collingsby. Clibby. Okay. You're not close enough. You offer the Medal of Honor to the waiting ghost. He takes it from your hands with great reverence. Satisfied, he vanishes into thin air. A cute little boy ghost suddenly appears. He grins mischievously at you, begins to giggle, and runs from the room. Okay, so let's go find that little boy. You naughtily giggle as the little boy ghost runs from the room. Ooh, now that trapdoor is open, which before it wasn't. Climb. Little boy ghost laughs and refuses to budge from the seat on top of the chest. It might help if you had a little toy to play with. Okay. So I'm gonna play it because it's been a while. So let's. That boy's grave is right up here at the top. Read. Gravestone. Reader, here lies, but forbear. To read more without a tear. 1. I cannot speak the rest. You may weep, I'll smite my breast. Grief preventing, and the stone too small to be written on. Only this, a little boy, Willie, in Abram's bosom laid. Abrams. Dig, 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 dig. You dig a small hole at the little boy's ghost grave. Aha, you have uncovered a toy horse. You bend down, pick it up, and carry it with you. Open your door. So now, you go up here. Okay, little boy. Little boy. Climb. I don't want to die. Give toy. You give the toy horse to the little boy ghost in hopes that he will vanish like the others before him. For a moment, you fear that he will not, as he takes time to examine it carefully. Suddenly, he grins at you, and in a twinkling disappears. So there's a chest. Open chest. Look in chest. You peek into the open chest and find an old set of sheet music. You take the sheet music and carry it with you. So now, let's climb. No more ghosts in the house. No more ghosts in the stall. Okay, so now, here's the tricky part. You have to climb these stairs without dying. Because if you die, there's no way to... Yeah, back in the day, I didn't have a mouse. This was very hard to get up here. So let's go... Sit. And play sheet music. You find it difficult to read the old sheet music, but you attempt it anyway. So if you play it without sheet music, she plays a different tune. Actually pretty awesome music for 1988, computer-wise. But when I was a kid, we didn't have a sound card, so it was just a bunch of beeps. What is this? A small drawer has opened in the organ. So look in drawer. Norm Abram used to say draw, but I say drawer. You see a skeleton key in the drawer. Get skeleton key. You take the skeleton key from the drawer. So you gotta stand. Let's get out of here. F5. I'm gonna save because I might die just climbing down. If I get down without dying, it's gonna be a miracle. Wonder, wonder, miracles. Daniel and the lion's den. That was a miracle too. Okay. So now, let's get the box of pure evil. Let's get over here. Unlock door. You place a skeleton key in the lock of the crypt door. Slowly you turn it and click. It's unlocked. Open door. So get ladder a rope ladder. To reach down and get the pile of rope, to your happy surprise, you find that the rope is actually a rope ladder attached to the end of the platform. Gladly, you throw the rope ladder over the edge of the platform where it falls to the floor below. I might need to get closer. Right there. Climb. Look out for the mummy. Dumb mummy. I have a scarab. You have no power here. Get box. You pick up the Pandora's box. Climb. You leave. Okay, you have Pandora's box. Let's go give it to the lot. Because it's a lot. Dumb jokes. Full of them. Let's get up here. It's nighttime. Beautiful stars. With the henchman take you again. A lot smiles and a smile. You know, she says, I've never asked you your name. What is it? You tell her Rosella. Or is it Rosella? 2 L's. Rosella, what a pretty name. You wonder what this is all about. You find out soon enough. Well, Rosella, the lot grins ominously. You've earned your reward. Your eternal reward. My son Edgar has fallen in love with you. I wish him to be happy, and I give you the honor of being his wife and my daughter-in-law. That's sad. You're gonna have green children. Your heart turns, flips, and somersaults as you hear this. You'll be married first thing in the morning, she informs you. That crow just keeps flying by. You will sleep in Edgar's room tonight while my son sleeps elsewhere. You gotta wait until marriage. That's good. She motions to her goons. Let us relieve you of your burdensome load before you retire. You are so shocked by this tragic turn of events that you hardly notice your possessions being taken away. To her goons, Lalot orders escort our Rosella to her room. Okay, and now what? Let's save it, because it's been a while. Kind of look around the room. There's nothing in here to get. Just kind of just have to wait around. You hear something at the door, and you walk over. What's this? Why, a beautiful red rose has been pushed under your door. You pick it up and carry it with you. You can see a little key right there. Look at rose. What a beautiful red rose. What's this? Why? Oh, you already see it. Key. You remove the little gold key from the red rose. Use. Oh, wait. Unlock door. You're not close enough. How am I not close enough? Come on. Sometimes it's kind of janky. Use key. F3. Inventory. I have separate keys, yeah. Okay. This is getting. I'll slow it down. Maybe I gotta get in the right spot. Using the little gold key, you quickly unlock the door. Open door. Let's speed this up again. F5. So now we have to get our possessions back. And it's easy to die on these stairs also. But if you get too close to the henchman, it will wake up and then take you to your room, and it's going to be morning. So you have to avoid them at all costs. So our possessions. Open the door. Here are all your possessions. Get things. Now you got all your stuff back. Let's hit F5. Get over here. Go over here. So now F7. You got caught. Do I have all my stuff still? Okay, good. Doodle-doodle-doo-doo. I'm gonna save it close to this door. Okay, let's get over here. Avoid those like the plague, flags. I don't want to die. Okay. You gotta unlock the door. Use gold key. Using the little gold key, you quickly unlock the door. Open the door. Shoot. So with the extra arrow, you shoot a lot. You aim the golden arrow toward the lot. You let go of the bowstring. Zing, a direct hit. The lot sits straight up in bed, a look of agony upon her face. What did you do to me? She shrieks. I'm melting. I'm melting. No, wait. That's another story. Ahem. Let's try again. It hurts. It hurts. Stop the pain. Stop it. You cringe as you watch the evil fairy die a painful death. What happened? You wonder, how could Cupid's arrow have done that? You thought that those arrows were harmless and contained only love. Wait, that must be it. Bless you. Love. The lot was so evil that when all that pure evil entered her body, it acted as a poison to her system. In spite of yourself, you feel a sense of sweet revenge. As she breathes her last, Lalot manages to gasp. I don't know how, but I'll get you for this. Okay. Bright new day is dawning. Edgar comes. Oh. Edgar bows to you, acknowledging his evil mother's death. He begins to say, you may now walk freely about the castle. And suddenly begins to blush. Oh, he's red. Get talisman. Okay. One of the main components of the game is like, okay. So you get the talisman. I have 206 points. Let's hit F5 because I don't want to die when falling. If I do fall. Let's go down. Open door. Pandora's box. So you get the Pandora's box, okay? Get chicken. Okay. The 5, so I don't want to fall and die. And we're going to get out of the castle. Let's go in here. As soon as you open the gate, the splendid wild unicorn impatiently leaves its hated prison. It quickly trots out of the open door to freedom. Okay, 214. So now, here's the real trick. Try not to die. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Almost to freedom. So let's go. You have to put that box back. It's daytime, so there's no more zombies. Open door. What? Climb. Oh, look out for the mummy. You shall not pass. Put box. Put box. Put the box down. Climb. Let's get out of here. Close door. Lock. Door. You place a skeleton key in the lock of the crypt door. Click. It locked. You kick the key through a crack under the door. Now, no one will ever accidentally release the evil of Pandora's box into the world. So 5. I wonder if I'll get 100%. Did I miss anything? Let's fall. So for my inventory, last time I played I was missing 3 points. Ah, looks pretty good. I have the fruit, I have the talisman. There's a unicorn. Unicornio. Okay, let's swim. Make sure the shark doesn't get us, hopefully. Ooh, we're on the island of Misfit Toys. Let's go find Janesta. Open door. She has a beautiful little room. Give talisman. You give the magic talisman to the dying fairy. Almost instantly, the color returns to her cheeks, and her green eyes begin to sparkle. She sits up in bed, stretches, and smiles at you. Mm-hmm. 228. You have saved my life, Rosella. The beautiful fairy says gratefully. And you have saved Tamir from the persecution of the lot. We are deeply indebted to you. I want to go outside. I need to feel the warm sun on my face. Suddenly, you find yourself outside. My little hen, Janesta. There you go, I have 100%. You explain that the ogre had possession of her. Now for you, Rosella, Janessa says, it is your turn to help you out. It's my turn to help you out. I will return you to Daventry. And with the magic fruit, you will be able to save your father's life. We had better hurry. No, as soon as he... yes, you are anxious to get home again. But first, Janessa proclaims, let's replace these peasant clothes with your royal gown. With a twinkle in her eye, Janessa announces there is someone else deserving of a reward for his kindness and heroism. You have a beautiful soul, Edgar, the fairy says to the ugly little man. You should look like what you are. This handsome hunk is Edgar. Here comes the smolder. You think about it. You think about it some more. Then, I'm sorry, Edgar. You're very sweet, but I must immediately return home. Perhaps we'll meet again, you say. Well, Rosella, Janesta announces, it's time for you to go. Your father desperately needs you. Goodbye. We'll never forget you. Picks up the hat. You give the healing fruit to your dying father and strongly urge him to take a bite, which he weakly does. Tastes like chicken. How are you feeling, Father? You excitedly ask him. Never felt better in my life, is his reply. What is in this fruit, anyway, he wonders. It is magic, Father. And you tell your excited family of your adventure in Tamir. I don't think you're through with this hat yet, you say. Your brother Alexander and your mother Queen Valenice really readily agree. You've got too much life ahead of you. Beat the game. 230 out of 230 points. 100%. It's gonna leave you with his end music. So all's well that ends well. Until